Hi, this is Lara at Elliott Wave Stock Market with a free Dow analysis for you for the New York trading session dated Tuesday the 18th of January. This is my main wave count for the Dow on the daily chart, expecting it's within a C wave at intermediate degree to the upside to end primary wave 2. This C wave subdividing as a simple impulse with a blue or minor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have a couple of target zones, and at this stage I'll favour the lower target zone. At 11,974, wave 5 pink will reach 1.618 the length of wave 3 pink, so this wave will reach 1.618 the length of this. At 12,084, wave 5 blue, beginning here, will reach equality with wave 1 blue, which started off to the left of the chart, pretty common relationship between the two. Wave 3 blue has no Fibonacci ratio to wave 1 blue, so it's extremely likely that wave 1 and 5 will achieve some sort of relationship of equality, or 5 will achieve some kind of Fibonacci relationship with wave 3. My second target, probably a little less likely at this stage, at 12,397, wave 5 pink will reach 2.618 the length of wave 3 pink, and at 12,479, wave 5 blue will reach equality with wave 3 blue. When we see comfortable movement to the lower edge of this very wide blue parallel channel, that's when we'll have a pretty strong indication that we've seen a trend change from up to down. We'll have final confirmation that we've seen a trend change at primary degree when price moves below 10,720. At that stage, because this is the high of wave 1 blue within this impulse, at that stage downwards movement may not be a fourth wave correction, and therefore wave C black will have to have been over. Taking you now to a 2-hourly chart where we're going to look at all of this last piece of movement to see if it's nearing completion, where this wave 4 green down here is this point down here, and this wave 5 green is subdividing most likely to a simple impulse with a 1, 2, and within 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 3, ABC zigzag for 4, working on a fifth wave with a 1, 2, extended 3, working on the end of a fourth wave, expanded flat correction, and then we'll have a fifth wave, another 5-wave structure to the upside at least to finish this upwards movement. Now, depending on what degree of labelling we give this piece of movement from this low down here and this last piece of movement, it depends on how much further up it's got to go. We need to see a satisfactory impulsive count, so at this point we need to see at least one more upwards wave to satisfy an impulsive wave count for this fifth wave, which must subdivide into a 5, and so far the structure looks like an impulse. There are some really nice Fibonacci ratios in here, especially within this third wave extension. Wave 3 aqua is just 3 points short of 1.618 the length of wave 1, and wave 5 aqua is just 2 points short of 1.618 the length of wave 3, so that's absolutely textbook perfect, really, really close. Within this fifth wave orange degree, wave 3 purple is 18 points longer than equality with wave 1. So we have a nice relationship of equality there. We may expect wave 5 is probably going to be a little bit longer. Either way, we need to see further movement to the upside for the Dow to satisfy an impulsive wave count for this last piece of movement at least. And just going back to the daily chart, wave 3 green here has no Fibonacci ratio to wave 1, but when I look at this piece of movement on an 8-hour chart, this satisfies all the rules and guidelines for a third wave and seems the most logical place for it to end. The second wave is a brief zigzag, and this fourth wave was a nice expanded flat correction with excellent ratios within it, so I expect that that guideline of alternation is nicely achieved at this green wave degree here. And this pink wave 3 was 67 points longer than 2.618 the length of wave 1, so there is not a very close, but there is a reasonable Fibonacci ratio between 1 and 3 pink there. And wave 5 pink so far is getting pretty close to 1.618 the length of wave 3. So that would be quite a nice structure between 1, 2, 3, 4 and a long 5, the same as we're seeing here, a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a long 5. So either way, we need a little bit further upwards movement for the Dow. We will be expecting a trend change coming up, but it's still not quite here. We need at least one more upwards wave to satisfy an impulsive wave count to the upside for that last fifth wave. That's all for me with your Dow analysis. If you would like daily analysis of the S&P 500, you'll find it on my site. I hope this helps you in your trading.